Hey colleagues, Peter Durnan here with a few words, prefatory words before our meeting on Monday, which will run 9 to 3. I hope, Bruce, I can use your classroom. That seems like a good space. Um, and it is my habit before running a workshop these past couple of years to send along an introductory video just to outline the content of the day and to invite you to do a little homework if you care to, and I will do that in just a moment. So thanks in advance for giving this some thought. What you see before you is a wiki space that I created a couple of years ago and have basically opened up to interested teachers who have taken some version of a workshop I give on advanced placement, English language, and composition. And you can see here on the left different categories. And you'll find, I mean, if you really went through this, you'll find some of your own work in here that I've shared with other teachers. Okay, let's get right to the voluntary homework. If you so desire, click on David Foster Wallace, in my opinion, one of America's great modern writers. He wrote a piece from Harper's Magazine called Authority and American Usage, which in short is a review of Brian Garner's usage guide called Modern American Usage. And in this Harper's Magazine article, Wallace talks a lot about the use of language and really the democratic evolution of American English. At one point, he discusses Garner's effectiveness and uses the term ethos in a really cool way. So if you get to that point of the article, consider your homework done. It's pretty dense, playfully dense. So, you know, if you don't get to this, I understand how very much is going on, but I did want to invite you to have a look at that. So most of what we'll do on Monday, as we look at the curriculum for the AP Language and Composition course, is to look at released exams. That's the way we figure out what to teach, is by what eventually they ask us. And this is the home page. This AP Central is a repository for all things advanced placement. And there's a home page for each course, as you see before you. And we probably won't do much with this. What we will do is go specifically to released exams. And you can see this is a repository of released exams. The exam going on today, or that went on yesterday, excuse me, isn't yet up here, but it will be by Monday. We'll be able to look at the test that the kids took just yesterday. And let me just say one thing. I strongly believe in this curriculum, and I don't think it's that much different from what we normally teach. I mean, kids need to learn to read with insight and write with clarity. There is a shift of focus from literature to what in the title of the course is called language, right? Language and composition. So there is writing. What the language is about, I think, would be more broadly defined and include public, non-literary discourse. And let me wrap this up by showing you a question that changed my way of thinking about this curriculum. This is from the 2004 exam. And I'll just read this question aloud. Let me begin by saying my kids saw this question and had nothing with which to respond, right? They were not at all prepared for this question, which said, contemporary life is marked by controversy. Choose a controversial, local, national, or global issue with which you are familiar. Then, using appropriate evidence, write an essay that carefully considers the opposing positions on this controversy and proposes a solution or compromise. Well, my kids had plenty to say about The Great Gatsby, but they had no conversancy with any issue of any sort. And so it has been part of my task to make them conversant. So that's the basic shift in paradigm from a literature to a language model. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Monday. I hope that it's fun. I'll confess from the start that you will find moments of boredom and tedium, and I pre-apologize. Hope you all have restful weekends, and I'll see you Monday morning.